Okay, once again, for the record, Trustee Marzo has an excused absence. Trustee Cava?
Here.
Adari?
Here.
Garcia?
Here.
Parag?
Here.
Reeds? Here. Vargas? President Salmon?
Here.
And for the record, Maria Gonzalez.
Okay, everyone, please stand and join us pledge allegiance in a moment of silence for the people who lost their life in the Iranian conflict.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much.
I'd like to make a motion to accept the minutes of Tuesday's board meeting on March 10th. And dispense with reading of the minutes from each board member that received a copy in advance.
Motion by Trustee Parag, second by Trustee Reeds. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Okay, next we have a list of bills itemized on warrant number 6, along with the manual checklist and the online payment list.
Second.
Motion by Trustee Reeds, second by Trustee Cava. Roll call, please.
Trustee Cava?
Aye.
Adari?
Aye.
Garcia?
Aye.
Parag?
Aye.
Reeds? Aye. Vargas? Okay, next we have payroll for employees listed on the printout dated March 19th.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Trustee Cava, second by Trustee Reeds. Roll call, please.
Trustee Cava?
Aye.
Adari?
Aye.
Garcia?
Aye.
Parag?
Aye.
Reeds? Vargas? Okay, next on your agenda, we have a permit request submitted by St. George Church. They are looking to conduct a procession on April 5th, starting at noon to 1 p.m. On 60th Court between Austin and 13th for Palm Sunday.
Is that okay with police?
April 6th.
It says April 5th. That's what they're,
Just something.
April 5th. a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Motion for approval.
Second.
Motion by trustee Garcia, second by trustee Vargas. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Next, we have another permit request submitted by Our Lady of Chestatahova and Charity Parish for their Easter procession. They're looking to have their procession on Easter morning. It will start at 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. They've attached a map, and they're expecting 100 to 150 people.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by trustee Cameron, second by trustee Garcia. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Next, we have a permit request submitted by Our Lady of Chestatahova and Charity Parish for their annual flea market. Their flea market, they're looking to conduct April 18th and 19th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The fundraiser, they will be providing breakfast sandwiches, hamburgers, hot dogs, soda, coffee, and tacos.
So moved.
Motion by trustee Garcia, second by trustee Parada. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Next, we have another permit request submitted by Our Lady of Chestatahova and Charity Parish regarding the Live Way of the Cross procession. And they're looking to have that on April 3rd from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. They've attached a map starting at 3010 South 48th Court, ending at 3625 7th Court. Once again, expecting anywhere between 125 to 130. They're asking for police supervision to control traffic along the route of the municipal.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Parada, second by trustee Garcia. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Okay, next we have an ordinance making appropriations for all corporate purposes for the town of Cicero, Cook County, state of Illinois for fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2026 and ending December 31st, 2026.
Second.
Motion by trustee Reed, second by trustee Campbell. Roll call, please.
Trustee Cavall.
Aye.
Kandari.
Aye.
Garcia.
Aye.
Parad.
Aye.
Reed. Vargas. Okay, next we have an omnibus ordinance amending various sections of chapter 22 and chapter 42 of the Code of Ordinances of the town of Cicero regarding building codes for the town. Motion for approval. Second.
Motion by trustee Reed, second by trustee Vargas. Roll call, please.
Trustee Cavall.
Aye.
Kandari.
Aye.
Garcia.
Aye.
Parad.
Aye.
Reed. Vargas. Okay, next we have an ordinance adopting an updated fee schedule for the town.
Second.
Motion by trustee Reed, second by trustee Campbell. Roll call, please.
Trustee Cavall.
Aye.
Kandari.
Aye.
Garcia.
Aye.
Parad.
Aye.
Reed. Vargas. Okay, next we have a resolution authorizing the town president to execute and enter into an agreement with ICF Incorporated LLC for planning, grant management, compliance, and monitoring services related to the implementation of the town's community development block grant disaster recovery activities for the town. Motion for approval. Second.
Motion by trustee Reed, second by trustee Vargas. Roll call, please.
Trustee Gallo.
Aye.
Kandari.
Aye.
Garcia.
Aye.
Parad.
Aye.
Reed. Vargas. Okay, next we have a resolution authorizing the town president to execute and enter into an agreement with ICF Incorporated LLC for implementation and management, housing consultant services for the town's community development block grant disaster recovery activities for the town. Motion approval.
Second.
Motion by trustee Reed, second by trustee Parada. Roll call, please.
Trustee Cavall.
Aye.
Kandari.
Aye.
Garcia.
Aye.
Parag.
Aye.
Reeds. Vargas. Okay, next we have a resolution authorizing the town president to execute and enter into an agreement with Engineering Resource Associates for engineering, design, construction, administration, and management consulting services relating to sewer repair, construction, stormwater management, and permeable alleys for the town.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Parag, second by trustee Garcia. Roll call, please.
Trustee Cava.
Aye.
Andari.
Aye.
Garcia.
Aye.
Parag.
Aye.
Reeds. Vargas. Okay, next we have a resolution authorizing the town president to enter into a certain agreement with Bright Lights Production, Inc. to provide services to the town.
Motion to approve.
Motion by trustee Cava, second by trustee Vargas. Roll call, please.
Trustee Cava.
Aye.
Andari.
Aye.
Garcia.
Aye.
Parag.
Aye.
Reeds. Vargas. Okay, next we have a resolution authorizing the town president to enter into a locally based service vehicle program agreement with Pace for the town.
Motion to approve.
Yes. Motion by trustee Cava, second by trustee Vargas. Roll call, please.
Trustee Cava.
Aye.
Andari.
Aye.
Garcia.
Aye.
Parag.
Aye.
Reeds. Vargas. And next we have a resolution authorizing the town president to enter into a professional services agreement with Edwin Guzman, MC, CRC, LCPC to provide counseling services to the town.
Second.
Motion by trustee Reeds, second by trustee Cava. Roll call, please.
Trustee Cava.
Aye.
Andari.
Aye.
Garcia.
Aye.
Parag.
Aye.
Reeds. Vargas. Okay, next we have a resolution authorizing and approving a quote from No Before for cybersecurity software for the town. So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Reeds, second by trustee Cava. Roll call, please.
Trustee Cava.
Aye.
Andari.
Aye.
Garcia.
Aye.
Parag.
Aye.
Reeds. Vargas. Okay, next we have a recommendation by the Board of Fire and Police Commissioners of the town of Cicero to hire 5 additional police candidates from the police eligibility list and continue the lateral hiring process.
Motion to approve.
Motion by trustee Cava, second by trustee Vargas. Roll call, please.
Trustee Cava.
Aye.
Andari.
Aye.
Garcia.
Aye.
Parag.
Aye.
Reeds. Vargas.
Okay, we're open for citizen comments.
I would like to make a request, since I already opened to request for the gas. Can you give us a list of the vehicles and what department has those vehicles? Please, could you give us a list? Thanks.
No.
Good morning, Board. I'm Gabriela Rodriguez, 2245 South Austin Boulevard. I'm here to request funding on behalf of LULAC of Cicero. As a former Northeast graduate myself and a former teacher there, I know how important it is for us to locally fundraise for our high schoolers to get an opportunity to go to college. So with that, I'm requesting a $5,000 opportunity from you, financial support for more student scholarships. LULAC, the national office, thanks to Blanca Marquez, our trustee and president of the LULAC of Cicero, has agreed to a 50% match. So that would mean that $7,500 would be going to our local high school students. This is very important for us in our community, and our goal is to raise, again, $20,000 to support our high schoolers, and I'm here to ask for that support. Thank you.
I'll keep it brief. First, I find it really interesting that Mr. Donovan, of course, sorry, if I can restart my time real quick. Gerardo Nava, resident of 2424 Southern Court. First, I want to go up and say that I find it really interesting, Mr. Dominic, that in the past you've claimed and you obviously pride yourself in being very, very protective and very supportive of police officers, and yet in the town of Cicero there have been multiple different sexual harassment suits that have been filed, and there has been a failure to address those concerns. And there's been multiple harassments from different officials within the Cicero Police Department. And I find it kind of very hypocritical of you to try to go ahead and claim to be an ally and supporter of police officers, and yet you've allowed multiple different lawsuits to take place. And while I do continue, I want to go off and saying that while multiple different lawsuits have been filed and settlements have been made, I find it interesting that the town clerk can't make the time to address the financial specifics of what these settlements have been proposed, or like what the deal is with these settlements. And I know there's been at least 4 so far of lawsuit settlements that have been agreed upon in the town of Cicero, at least just from this year alone. So some more information about that would be more appreciative in the future if future settlements do pop up. And here's one other thing I'll say right now, because mind you, I have 2 minutes left here. You had a great opportunity to at least hear me out when I talk about public safety, when I took the time last time I spoke up here about matters that I felt were very important to me. And rather than take the time to address and hear out my concerns, or at least my address of safety, what do? You go ahead and you talk to me about like some concerns about Donald Trump instead. As valid as your concerns might be, the reality is I had something important I want to talk to you about, and I think it's important for you as a town official and as my town president to hear me out in these matters. Now, I know you may not like me, I know you may disagree with a lot of things that I say right now, but the truth of the matter is I want to respect you, I want to acknowledge you, I want to at least give you the benefit of the doubt that you are a good man, that you are a good leader, and I wish you took the time more often to at least practice that, or put in practice what you preach. Yeah, and with 1 minute left, I'll go ahead and say this real quick. That I have 42 seconds. Anyway, so I'll go ahead and say this. Right here, right now, I'll tell you this. I hope the very next time you genuinely hear out my grievance, I hope you can genuinely hear it out, and I will go ahead and make sure I'll do that and hear you out next time. And on that note, I got about a few seconds left here, and I'm done.
Have a great day. You can go now. Come on. You got it. Come on, let's go. I'm not going to sit here and let's go. You're not disrespectful. I got your coat. Trust me, I got your coat. The middle finger is not
Very
control.
nice. Don't forget with the middle finger.
Have a great day. Bye.
You're a dork, you're a dork. You're a bozo, you're a bozo. Anyone that wished Donald Trump or anyone else got killed, that's an idiot. Because on his Facebook, when Donald Trump got shot, he said if the guy was a better shot, we would have a great weekend. And that's pitiful. That's like people wishing Charlie Kirk got killed. I don't wish anyone gets killed, even my worst enemy like him. But he's an idiot and a moron. You can put that in the paper, please. Anyone else?
Yeah, I just think it's very offensive that this is a governing body of the town of Cicero, and we have to listen to citizen comments where someone is purposely counting on his fingers to 3 and leaves a gesture of his middle finger remaining like that. I
He's
think
not
very
man enough to face me outside. It's plain and simple. It's plain and simple. He's a wimp. He could come and see me anytime he wants. He could bring his bodyguard if he needs one. I don't need one.
Mike, if I can just ask,
What lawsuits?
I was a little lost when he's questioning me about the 4 lawsuits. What did he mean by that? First of all, I'm not a voting member, and I've never received any requests, and if I would have, I would have submitted all those requests to our FOIA officer. I don't know of any requests being submitted to my office. So for me, it's again, another personal attack, as the way they did throughout, all during the election.
All
And-
BS,
and-
whole bunch of
And
crap.
I just don't appreciate that, so can you
They need a punch in the nose.
clarify that, please? Like, what do you mean by that?
I have no idea what happened, I can say it correctly, it's not been for someone sexual harassment claims that I'm aware of, litigation, a lot of allegations.
All BS as usual. You know, it's not what they can do, it's who they can disgrace. That's all they care. And he's a piece of crap. They always will be a piece of crap. But other than that, anyone else?
As a clerk, you're not the key, you're not the freedom of information officer, we have an independent person, I'm also unaware of any further requests. Information, but he or anyone else will submit information requesting on the FOIA that will have it on the FOIA office.
Thank you for the clarification, and just for the record too, these are the type of attacks I received throughout the whole entire election. And again, any information that they want, we have a FOIA request. You know, they can just go and FOIA records if they want, but I'm not a record keeper for FOIA requests. Thank you.
Well, I'd like to address for the public record that the police department has received, that I'm aware of, no sexual harassment complaints or settled any litigation. Any sexual harassment complaint that would have been made, we would have investigated vigorously and take the appropriate action based on that complaint. But that simply is not factual.
Nice little crap. I don't worry about people like that. My mother taught me never to listen to idiots, that's why I never listen to them.
Hi, my name's Ernestine Charles at 5644 West 26th Street. And I'm a member of the community, and this upsets me a lot because I know everybody has freedom of speech. But I, again, have to defend the community that I live in. I believe we have great opportunities for the seniors, for the people. Anyone that wants to come and be heard will be heard. Again, I thank the police department, the fire department, because with problems that I've had, they've always been there, they've always helped. And my sons were raised here, they went to Morton. The police were great, like I said. And again, I'm not being paid to say anything, I'm not running for any office or anything. I just am happy to live in this community, and I'm happy with all the people that represent us. Thank you.
I do want to make a comment as well. My grandma was born at 2836 Cicero Avenue in 1895. My dad was born at the same house. I lived in Cicero my whole time. So when people make comments about Cicero, it hits me deep. My uncle also was killed in the Battle of Saipan. I mean, there's a lot of heroes we have in the town of Cicero. And to have people just come up to the microphone and spit out a lot of hot air, it really upsets me. I'm not one to talk a lot, but when this happens, it affects all of us in this room. And I think we need to leave here and find a way to work together to make Cicero better, not to try to divide. And that's what's happening when we get people that are making comments attacking the town president. You don't attack a town president, you don't attack the president of the United States, you support him. And that's how we get to be a better community. It gets a little emotional sometimes with me, and I don't always go there. You did a great job explaining how we spend our money, because people always accuse the board of stealing or doing things that are inappropriate. My education is engineering. I'm a professional engineer in the state of Illinois. I take an oath to do the best I can. And I get upset when people take a look at us and think we're just here for the fun of it. We're trying to manage this town in an appropriate way. God bless our police department, our fire department, and the rest of the town board here that we try to work together. And thanks for a good audience that attends our meetings and supports us as well. easy to criticize, very difficult to give compliments when they are due. And the compliments need to go to Larry Donovan and the rest of the town board. I said my piece. God bless you.
I do appreciate it when he brings up the subject. However, he brings three subjects that I don't feel very comfortable with. But I just wanted to let you know that I have been in Cicero for over 30 years, and I don't hear nothing but great comments about our president, that he's doing a great job, about our board. They're very happy with Cicero, the police department, the fire department, and we appreciate that people have called me personally, and I have their names and phone numbers that we can reconfirm that actually they have been very assertive and very appreciative of what town president has been doing. Thank you.
I think enough about that Bozo. So, he's been here 100 times, I don't know his name, I call him Bozo. It fits him the best. But I want to thank everybody. We're here to work for you. We balance the budget every year. Our governor can't balance the budget. In order to balance the budget, he raises all the taxes and everything, and we live within our budget every year. And I want to thank David Gonzalez and his crew for always doing a great job and showing the people where their money goes. And I know a big expense is the police and fire, but what would this world be without policemen and firemen? It would be chaotic. So, Charlie Hernandez, retired policeman. How long did you work for the town? 28 years. 28-year policeman. And for him to think I disrespect the police, I'm a policeman. I still do police work while I'm working. You know, I go around with Deputy Shula, we make arrests and everything. So, people like that are morons. But he's welcome to come and see me any day he wants. Anyway. Anyone else?
Steve Waldergate, 34, wait a minute. Yeah, 3430 South 58th Court, Cicero, Illinois. I've had a lot of errands today, so mine's a little confused. For the past 300 years, England has ruled the seas. Recently, everything was shipped by being insured by Lloyd's of London. On March 3rd, Lloyd's of London refused or denied insurance to any freighter, oil tanker, whatever, going through the Hormuz Straits. That's why the freighter stopped. That's why the oil stopped. Because the corporations didn't have any insurance. I'm glad that President Trump stepped up, saying the United States will supply insurance for any freighter from start of port to end of port, going through of $200 million a piece. That's why the oil is coming back. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn to our next meeting, Tuesday, April 14th, 10 a.m.
Motion by Trustee Kandari, second by Trustee Parada. All in favor? Thank you. Enjoy the day, and don't forget the Cubs opener on Thursday.